A regatta. Prestige and reduced tensions. Yes, because I don't want the treaty to end. That's a big Austrian tank. Just people getting along here. Not too bad. Great Britain isn't exactly universally loved, but we can live with that. Yeah, weak nation can always buy. Yeah, like I said, of course, the second I build something, but dual purpose 4-inch, it's fine. There is not a huge amount of difference. So, let's reserve this. $18 years left of the treaty. Budget and reduce tensions. Oh. Let's protest a bit. Yes. Fine. How did the UK get 1 point? That's twice my budget. Oh, cheaty AI. Yeah, AI has different rules. So maybe I should go to war with them before they become too powerful, because already they are matching me in, and they are building carriers. Yeah, maybe we should actually crush them. That's too bad, because I found the treaty to be a fun idea, but of course, if they are going to have twice my budget, that becomes problematic. Although they are capped in tonnage, so yeah. That was kind of lame. These are obsolete. Not building a whole lot of new stuff here. That's maybe a mistake. But I'm already almost what the? Yeah. And it has, of course, no effect on AI. So I'm limited because of the treaty. Okay, this is the last time I am going to enter into a treaty, because it sounded fun, but as I suspected, it was only, it's very limiting. Exceedingly limiting. Fine. This one goes to foreign station. This one go to reserve. This one go to rebuild, if I can actually manage to hit the button. Upgrade, director, upgrade, dual purpose. double down one director, reloads, add a plane, add off center line. Something like that. Get rid of the boat. Add a float plane. Yeah. And replace 1 to 3 speed up. Normal speedy. Get some of that. Advanced director. I think that is basically what I did with everyone else. So now significant differences actually. Mirror add here. Let's rotate it and that was mirror. So I guess we could just increase the ammo a bit since I have a few tons. Save and finish. Okay, so they only have one plane each, but I have 8, 11, 31 not light cruisers. I can use them for raiding or counter raiding. I have these 3. They have 4 aircraft, only 1 catapult because reasons. I think it's relatively fun. But I am completely hamstrung with a shitty budget. If you compare my budget to the budget of everyone else, I have a much bigger fleet allowance, but for some reason I'm hamstrung with 100,000 less than France and Italy. I'm at the same level as Japan and Russia. So if this is what the game gives you when you're in a treaty, I'm never going there again. So good work, game. Weird, the whole thing. Now I feel I am committed to the whole thing. Boom times, railroads, and my fighters keep 4. It's average. Let's it's so sad. It is just completely pathetic. No, go die. And this is just a trap. See, no, I don't know why I'm firepower and speed. And then I get less firepower and almost no speed gain. This one should be reserved. And these can be on foreign station. I need to look at the destroyers as well, because many of my destroyers are getting a bit long in the tooth. Ondertan. I know I don't have to do this. 32 knots. So I could do speed, of course, and have a 32 knot battle cruiser, but there is really no point when my other battle cruisers are 31. That's a lot of... I make it reliable? No. And this is what I mean. Why? Why would I want a diesel? And if I had built it from scratch with long range, still wouldn't have been a good idea. Nah. Could order it overweight, of course. Slightly overweight. I mean, it's just slightly over. But we are going to stuff it full of radar and shit after a while, so let's do this instead. Increased use. Ah, that's fine. Oh yeah. Costing me a fortune, but that is fine, I hope. Spain is fascist. Each tension. Each tension. I don't want tension. Okay. Let's look at aircraft. Oh, this one is just bad, so let's not use that one. This one has better range, slightly better speed, and maybe it will have better reliability. This one I feel is one has better reliability though. Anyway, let's just mothball them, I think. We should safeguard our interests. 3,000 on destroyers. I'm not sure if I'm ready for 3,000 ton destroyers. Okay, so I'm 94 tons. Improved director, of course. Dual purpose. Some extra ammo. Which unit? Okay, mines are fine. Then I get it to 36. No, let's keep it at 35. Here. Yeah, we have some mines, we have some ASV, we have torpedoes, we have reloads, we have dual purpose in double mounts, we have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. 2010. I could make an even bigger destroyer, but the cost for each unit is prohibitive. This, however, is just way better than 2 more carriers coming along. I'll reorganize my fleet soon. Air groups. Copy air group. I'll have to adjust those to add another 10 planes, but I will do it not now. Since we are doing this thing, let's just I probably forgot the visuals on one of the other ones, but it's not super important. There. Director, everything is okay. I could use some extra. 54. 28. I can actually use more ammo. There you go. Besides, I have quality 1 4-inch guns, and I don't think I have quality 1 5-inch guns. No, so that makes the 4-inch even more attractive. And I do 100 tons. No, that was I rebuild. No. It's kind of interesting. I would need to bring them, they would be 1 knot slower, but that's fine. I could. It's still much cheaper than building the entire thing from scratch. Why is I ditch the director? Then I could do this. It's quite expensive though, but it is cheaper than building brand new 2,000 tonners. This costs 5,000. So it's a little over half the cost, and I do get a much better ship. So I will definitely think about that. These guys also need thinking about, these 1,500 tonners. I mean, are they going to be an active part of the fleet, or are they going to go over on trade protection with high anti-submarine values? So something to think about there. Japan. Okay. As long as I don't get money, I'm within a cat's whisker of comprehended improved 20mm automatic cannon. Can this be good? No, it can't. But this has probably has exceptional firepower for the time being. And the speed is, max speed is actually higher. Toughness, however, is not so good. So this one is completely out of the question. This could maybe be an option. We can try that. Yep, I didn't have time to continue yesterday, so let's continue with this travesty that is the treaty system. You can see that this has gone from being an interesting development, trying to work within the treaty system, to something that's just plain stupid. I'm now almost down to Austria-Hungary level, and I mean, Japan and Italy and France are way beyond me in income. So it's very hard to both build out my light forces and actually refit my ships, while everyone else pretty much swimming in money. Now it's actually tempting to just provoke another war just to end, and it wouldn't be hard, so just to end the whole treaty system. But then what was the point of entering into the treaty system? So right now I'm not sure if I even want to continue with this playthrough, because this is some of the most stupid game design I have had the misfortune of running into in a very long time. And this touches upon that one aspect of Ruler Waves 3. I mean, it's ugly, but you can, and user interface is clunky, but you can sort of get past that because it's not important really in the grander scheme of things. But it is the opaqueness of the game. Sometimes I think the designer goes out of his way just to make things even vaguer than it needs to be. So not only is it the high level sort of to get into the game, because you really have to struggle even to get a grasp on the basics, but then there are things, mines, subs, treaties. There are so many things that are poorly explained or not explained at all, neither in-game or in the manual. So you just have to play and sort of figure it out or ask around, and still lots of head scratching. And like I said initially, then it feels more like you're doing your doctorate thesis rather than actually playing a game for fun. But I guess we can push forward, and yeah. These are working up, but they will instead immediately go to the reserve because I am basically broke. It will help a bit when all of this comes out of refit, after which I will have, I guess, a decent carrier fleet, and I reorganized the air groups, by the way, so they are build up. I can still use some work on my actual miniature battle line. It's only 7 strong, but yeah, I don't know. This is now only a 3 ship because I took the last 2 supporting ships and made them into carriers. I only have 4 relatively fast and some slightly slower 27, 25, 26 knot ships. So, and I have a total of 6 battle cruisers, which yeah. So yeah, so the UK is now well over twice my income, which I find preposterous and extremely gamey. And also, what's the point of treaties when this one goes up, 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 up? Now, the treaty is not going to last 20 years. It might not last 3 years. So probably won't have time to build any new light cruisers or heavy cruisers or light carriers or new destroyers. So let's just do my classic save and push on. No? Average music lover. Naval aid. Yeah. Someone there. Tension. La la la. Nothing to do with me. So at least my carrier fleet is okay. I don't have very many light carriers, but my fleet carriers are decent. I think if you look at Great Britain, their carriers are basically light carriers, and the light carriers are also light carriers. So this is sorry, a little bit of firepower 2 on a fighter in 1939. That's not impressive. Tension reduced due to the disarmament treaty. Okay. Yellow is fine, I guess. Let me just get some of this stuff out of the way. Sure. Uprising in China? No, definitely not going to China. Push it up. I don't really care about Japanese bombers. I mean, I need a bigger budget, so that's firepower is increased. Still good. Range, it's not a huge improvement, but it's not worse. Okay, so let's see. Just mothball these immediately. And reserve these. immediately. So I need to check some things. Okay, so I designed this 10,000 ton light cruiser a while back, and I have updated it into sort of a heavy AA support ship with improved 4-inch guns, director, double purpose. It's got torpedoes, it has a cute little plane, it has mines, some light anti-air too, not a lot, but torpedo defense too. It's not super fast, 31 knots, but and it's very lightly armored, lighter than my Ravens, but I don't think it will be super competitive, but it could be a fun ship. So I'm gonna build it. I will probably build an entire squadron of them. Yeah, they are fascist, everyone. Freiburg, go to the build screen. Freiburg, let's build 2 more. I would like 3 more, but the budget is limited. Yes, we are updated to number 0036, so Spain should be clickable now. Yes. Yeah, Spain went fascist. So France and Italy and Spain, all fascists. Russia, Great Britain, commies. Me and Austria-Hungary, limited democracy. US, liberal democracy. So let's see if I can make some other signs. Give me a few seconds. Yeah, so I made an updated heavy cruiser that I pushed up to 33 knots. That wasn't too expensive. It has the same 9-inch guns and a handful of secondary 6 inches and a bunch of 4-inch, well, basically AA guns. So I threw in a couple of planes and torpedoes for good measure. I think that could be also not super competitive, but it could be fun. With a higher budget, we could have advanced ships. Yes, new float planes ready. So, has the world moved forward? So this one is poor, so it's going out. This one is average, so it has to be better than this one. This one has a very good range. This one has acceptable range, but the float plane does not need firepower. So yeah, there we go. So we can free up some more money, build ships, or do further refits. These carriers, except BAAAAD, is relatively modern. This has the problem with being... I don't understand how I was able to build that in the first place. That's not even legal. So if I were to change it, I would have to actually ditch a few planes. So just keep it the way it is, I suppose. I can never refit it without stripping out the guns, but should be some years still before that's necessary. So Bayern is the only one that hasn't been refitted in, but it was built in 1935. Could have upgraded 4-inch guns. That's pretty expensive for better 4-inch guns, so really not necessary. Everyone else is up to date, except some of these destroyers that probably need to be fixed now. These are the minesweepers, right? Yeah. This is perhaps more interesting because are we going to keep using these? Then we would probably have to replace the machinery and get them up there. And we could get them some dual purpose 4-inch guns maybe. And we could ditch the, is this legal? Yes. I mean, it's relatively expensive. It's relatively expensive, but on the other hand, this is a much better ship now. You know what? Let's just do that. It can be fun. Yeah, if you look here, this is kind of cute or funny or something. Corvettes can't go faster than 24, I think. So even if they are faster, they just ignore that speed gain. I don't think there is anything we can do here. It's not big enough to have that second mine thrower, so. Yes, but some are of the wrong class, so to do that in 2. But these are not obsolete yet, so. We were not up there, we were down here. I don't need to do this because otherwise the ASV rating will be very bad. Obsolete and poor crew quality, then you might as well not have them. That's interesting. Communists are no longer friendly. So I'm curious if it's average or better. Otherwise, it's not really a huge improvement. Naval patrol aircraft, its range is starting to be pretty good. Now range and bomb load maybe. Let's see if that produces anything. Not without additional funding, yes, please. If it's any good. Okay, yeah, this is one of those examples where the private venture really does pay off. I might have wished for torpedoes, but you can't have everything. Let's build the York. 2 more Yorks. And after that, we need to look at destroyers, I think. Because we can build very good destroyers. This hasn't materially changed. Wish I had quality 1 5-inch as well, but I guess you can't have everything. I don't think we need to redesign this. We can just build more. Yeah, we like Japan. Great Britain. Okay, so we could get out of this horrible treaty. Now my budget is slightly up. Great Britain. How can they build something that's over the limit? That's interesting. So it's probably 25,000 then? Definitely of no concern of mine. And back into mothball. $1,100 ton destroyer, that's not super interesting. 3-4 inches. Subs. They're always rumored to be better than my improved medium bomber. Fair enough. It was already very much better than the old one. Private fighter, no. 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 So this does free up a little bit of tonnage you are not going to be working up. And we can even maybe try to mothball some things. I mean, they are poor anyway, so these battle cruiser thingies. Let's mothball these weakest ones. The other 15 inchers. Yes. Will that overdo my mothballing? Maybe. Let's see if this one can be improved somewhat. Nah, that didn't really help. I can't have more guns, can I? $26 goes to 28. Nah, there's really nothing. There isn't anything interesting I can do with it, is it? That's 26. That's 26. Let's just... Not going to get shot at, is it? Let's just build it. So 2 jades. And then we can easily build 12 more destroyers. These are very old. Fine, I guess. Matra. Let's build another Freiburg. Russians want diesel engines, yeah. Sure. Oh! 12-inch quality 1. I don't think I have any ships with 12-inch guns, so not a thing. I really don't want to go into a war right now. I started this stupid treaty and I'd like to continue. That's not so different from mine, actually. More torpedoes. This can be significant. Torpedo protection 4. Yeah, good for future carriers and stuff. We remain at possible war level. Yes, maybe we have to stop mothballing everything and but activating all my ships would completely cripple my build program. Activate. 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 Bad stuff. So, is this any better? Speed is better. Range is about the same. I mean, this is much faster. It's only a little less range, but it's much faster, so it can go much faster. Yeah, the UK wants to fight the war, I suppose. So I think we will have to activate even more units. Not a full mobilization, maybe, but it's sad. Oh no! Look at my finance. Highways system, yes. Yes, of course. So, it was not fun while it lasted. I think the treaty system here, as experienced by me as the player, it was crap. I went into it thinking this would be fun, it would last for years, and we'd build ships within the treaty restrictions, but all it did was kill my economy while giving the others inflated budgets to build themselves up again. So I guess if the game designers think this is some sort of reset, then great stuff, but then it should say so in the manual or wherever. And basically it's a pointless exercise. I mean, I'm never going to enter into a treaty again, which is sad because I thought the idea was good and it looked like the implementation was better than Rule the Waves 2, but turns out that it was super opaque and in the end completely uninteresting. Just gonna alt these and also halt this and these, and we're going to mobilize. I need to reorganize my air units and I need to take a break here and we can get back to this in the next episode. It will be interesting to see here. Great Britain has less tonnage than me and we are equal in battle cruisers, but it's still has only smaller battleships. I have way better aircraft carriers, but I'm definitely behind in heavy cruisers. But how can I have 3 heavy cruisers? Oh, that includes the ones that I paused building. But these cannot be any good, can they? 10,000 tons and some 8-inch guns? No. These we can hunt down and sink. 15, 16-inch. Oh, they have some 18-inch. I guess these must have completed right up before the treaty kicked in. Yeah, probably. 8. Okay, that's a weird looking ship, but we'll sink that. Their destroyer fleet seems fair-ish. Anyway, I guess I'll keep playing, but this is the end of this episode.